Good afternoon, Yankee fans and all fans around. How's everybody doing on a kind of hot, muggy, yucky day in New York City? Plus, it's also a sad day, everyone. First of all, I want to welcome everyone to the stream, and we do have a nice surprise for you today. I kind of need it today because it's a very, very sad day. My grow-up hero has passed away, and that's Hulk Hogan. And I came on a little while ago. I did a short. It's bittersweet for me. Grew up with the man. I can't say enough about him. He was great to the fans. He was great with everyone. And he's going to be missed from the WWE, AEW, you name it. He is going to be missed. And our prayers to his family, to his friends and his fans. And we got to move on. We also lost another icon, Chuck Mangione. He's another one that we lost today. So it's a bittersweet day, but I am excited for the show. And life goes on and all of that. So first of all, thanks for joining us at NY Yankee Mania. We have a little different show for you today. As you know, my afternoons are different. It's not all baseball, and we're definitely not starting out with baseball today. I can tell you that. We will, but a little bit later on. So press the like button, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. You know how important that is to all of us. The more you do that, the more content we will give you. So without any further ado, as I've been telling everybody on July 24th at 4 p.m., we were going to have MJ Pedone, the CEO of Indra Public Relations. And she's here with us with a busy schedule, and I really, really appreciate it. So I'm going to bring her up right now.
Hi, Joe. Good afternoon.
How's it going?
It's going really well. Like you just mentioned, it's busy. It's a busy time of the year for us. So this is a nice break, and I silenced my phone, and I'm really excited to speak with you. So thanks for having me on your show.
Well, it must be exciting to be a CEO of a very successful company. As I told people, although I don't want to take the fame away from you, I mean, you've been all over the place. You've been on Fox. You've been at the you've rang the bell at the stock exchange. I've seen you at Knick games. I've seen you everywhere. You are everywhere. You are our star, and I can't stress enough, and I can't thank you enough for coming on. We're going to start. First of all, in case any of the people have any questions, MJ, would you mind answering a couple of questions?
Absolutely. Be my pleasure.
Good. Thank you. All right. Let's start off with your professional background. How did you get started in all of this? Was it a young version? What were you doing? How did it all begin?
Yeah, Joe, after college, I got into modeling, and I did that for many, many years, and I was really fortunate to work for such big names. I was working with Donna Karan and Ralph Lauren and Victoria's Secret, Warnaco, Wacoal America. Who else? I mean, and you name it. A lot of people in the intimate apparel business, as well as sportswear. And I always had a passion for being a model. They always had us supporting different charities events. And my parents were both very philanthropic. And I always wanted to merge philanthropy and sports. So this was definitely a great stepping stone. I was blessed to be a fit model for 20-something years. And then I realized, okay, it's time to put that behind me. I became pregnant with my son, and I utilized a lot of my contacts, connections. And, because at that point I was inviting a lot of the athletes to our events. Donna Karan had a big event called Kids for Kids, supporting Pediatric AIDS Foundation, and so on and so forth. And basically, I got my start there. A lot of the athletes asked me if I was doing PR, and I was helping them brand themselves, brand their books that they were writing, helping them start their foundations or getting them involved with other charitable organizations. I was booking them for TV, radio, podcasts, print and digital interviews, and then decided once Adam was born that I would do PR and events full time. And I'm fortunate because I am passionate about the business and I work with so many great organizations and individuals. So that was really that's how we started, and it keeps growing. So
Well,
I'm blessed, I'm
I
grateful.
definitely could see it keeps growing. What I'm excited to hear from you, and so proud to be speaking with you is how did you become the CEO? How do you go about did you just open the company of Indra? What public relations? How did you do that? That's
That's a
amazing.
really that's a really good question. I always had the entrepreneurial spirit and I never wanted to work for anybody. And I went ahead and I interviewed with somebody that was in the business. And midway through the interview, I literally got up and he said, "The interview's not over yet." And I said, "Oh, yes, it is." And he said, "No, it's not." And I said, "You just convinced me that I could start my own company and I'll see you on the other side." And that's a true story. And that's how it started. I walked out and I'm like, okay, I will find the clients, I will find the money, and that's what I did. And here I am.
It didn't scare you one iota at all, regardless if you had money or not. But I mean, just the thought, like, wow, you know,
You know what? Yes, of course. There's always that trepidation. My God, what happens if I fail? But I'm not the person that thinks about failure. So even at a younger age, although it crosses your mind, I always had the attitude, okay, if this doesn't work, then I can go and work for somebody else um, for a couple of years or for however long it may take, and then go back out on my own. But I knew once I made that decision, Joe, there was no failing. And I think you know me well enough to know
I
that
do. Oh yeah, I do.
I only believe in succeeding in hopefully everything that I do. And that's, but yeah, there's always that thought. And and there's sometimes I had a really big sports organization ask me to come in house and be their in-house communications and branding person. And listen, it's a very sexy offer of everything these large corporations can pay you, and you think about, okay, I don't have to do X, Y, and Z. And I ended up saying no. And I do. I'm blessed because I work with some of the greatest clients in the world, and I didn't want to just walk away from them either. So here
But
I am.
approaching that, like, how do you, like, in other words, I'm only asking you the questions because there are people out there that would like to be in your, do what you do. So how do you break the ice? Like, how do you go? Did you go to a sports star? Did you go to through people? How did you end up, let's say, argument's sake, talking to a Michael Jordan? Let's just say, I'll put it out there.
Right. So basically, my brother played high school ball with John Franco, who used to pitch for the Mets. And
Yes.
we were very friendly with John, and my sister and his wife Rose. They went to Bishop Kearney together. Anyway, John and I would work out in the same gym, and I would say to John, I think that I want to be an attorney. I want to get into sports entertainment. And he'd be like, "You're crazy. Do you really want to go to school for another X amount of years?" And I was like, "No, not really." But having, he was a great connection, and going to these events, like I mentioned, the one that we did with Donna Karen, a lot of the Knicks came there, and that's really how I started building my contacts and relationships. And I would invite them to other events, some of the players, and back then it was John Starks and Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, Greg Anthony, Trent Tucker. And then from there, Trent Tucker and I helped him with his golf event in Minneapolis each year.
Wow.
So that was a great stepping stone. We were fortunate we had Michael Jordan as our lead golfer because, as you know, Trent played for both the Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. So we
Hmm.
were building his foundation, and the relationships just kept growing and still keep growing till today. And it's not only in sports; it's in anything you do in life. And when you start working with charities and then somebody sees the work that you do, if you work with people in health and wellness, then they're referring you to other health and wellness potential clients or doctors, whatever it may be. So my business, unfortunately, because it has been word of mouth, I haven't had to advertise. And where we are today, Joe, we don't take every client that approaches us, only because if I know that I can't do as great of a job as maybe my girlfriend who's running an agency and specializes in that field, I rather give them that, because I am really true to, not only is it their name, it's my name. And the last thing I want to do is have an unhappy client. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Wow, the story so far unfolding is unreal.
Oh, thank you.
And your family, especially your mom and dad, have to be very, very proud, because I mean, and anybody that knows me knows I'm a component of a woman doing whatever they want to do and go up to the high skies. Matter of fact, a little bit later on, I want to talk to you about umpiring, because I want women umpires to go in Major League Baseball. I've been saying that over and over, but we'll get to that in a little while. As
Okay.
far as your company,
Wait, Joe, I just going to stop you a second because you mentioned my parents and my dad, who was definitely my biggest supporter and definitely always giving me, when I was modeling and then when I was getting into this business, the encouragement. The name Indra, because people always ask, what is that about? My father passed away a month after my son was born. And that's when I was naming my company. And it took me such a long time. And people would say, why don't you just name it MJ Public Relations or MJ Global, whatever? And I said, this has to do with my dad. So the name Indra is a very Zen word, and it means the splendor and beauty of heaven. And when I read that definition,
you make me
that's what I
cry.
thought about my father. I thought about my father because when he was dying, he said to me, I will always be with you. I'm getting a little emotional.
Yes, you're making me cry. You know,
You know,
I'm
and I'll
very
always look
emotional
out
as
for
well.
you. And when he said those words, that's what I said. I said, that's the name of my company. That name came to me, and that was it. There was no turning back.
Oh my God, that's a great
I'm sorry.
that's an incredible story. I wish I would have been able to meet him. Yeah, I mean, to
I
bring
know
up
you
a
met my mom.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, wonderful family, and
Yeah.
you being so successful means the world. I mean, that is great. That is great.
Thank
Now the things you host, what do you host, and how do people come to you and say, hey, MJ, I want to do this or whatever? What kind of events do you host, and what do you do for them?
So that's a great question. And working with so many athletes, Joe, and also our nonprofit clients, the charities, we host a lot of their fundraising events. So if one of our clients has a nonprofit, the athlete, they may say to us, "Can you host a celebrity golf tournament for us?" Or if they don't have their own charity, they come to us and say, you know what, I'm interested in Alzheimer's, I'm interested in pediatric cancer, whatever their cause is, and then we'll connect them to the cause. So, like next month we have a celebrity golf tournament that's going to be at Pine Hollow, and then the dinner portion will be at Oheka Castle. And that's raising money for Tunnel to Towers. In September, our client, Brandon Phillips, he's a polo player. He's
Cincinnati
also
Reds.
excuse me?
Cincinnati Reds, right?
No, Brandon Phillips is a polo player.
Oh, I'm
Cincinnati
sorry,
Reds
because
is,
there was a
right, it's a
Cincinnati Reds
baseball.
player. I'm sorry
Correct.
about that.
You no, you're 100% right. So Brandon is a cancer survivor. He was given 6 weeks to live at the age of 12, and now he's played all over the world. And his
God
mission
bless him.
is, yes, he has a charity, Polo for Life, and he raises money for pediatric cancer patients and their families who can't afford the expenses of cancer. And then in October, we have a food event that we do for our client, the Encourage Kids Foundation, which takes care of, they help hospitals make it a better place for children to get better. So they'll support different programs that they have. which could be a teddy bear program, which is a
Oh,
very big
that,
program for them. They have a comedy program where they have clowns that go into the hospital. They have a technology. People, not, the kids in the hospital get iPads, and so on. So there's a lot of great charities and causes working. One with Alzheimer's and dementia. It's called Caring Kind, and they are another great charity. My mother, unfortunately, has been diagnosed with dementia. So the work that they do is incredible, and they actually help the individuals and
yes.
family members that are dealing with that. So basically, there's a lot of different events that we do, and then we go into NBA All Star Weekend and the NFL and then NHL, and people always approach us because they want to either donate their time or donate. Maybe somebody owns a restaurant and they want a gift certificate, or they have a house and they want to donate their house. But there are always ways that charities can use support, or even helping. They'll come to me and, hey, I want to learn the business, I want to volunteer. So there are plenty of ways for
Now,
people.
I do want to tell you, if you can, whenever you can, when you have an event and you need to, I would love to. Oh, I can always advertise it, put it on our show, put it, let people aware of what's going on. And whenever you can, if there's whatever event you have, I'd be more than happy to, to make sure people get the word. If they're allowed to come, great. If they need to, if they can donate or whatever it is, you can count on NY Yankee Mania to be right back you up.
Oh, that's great. Okay, next month, Michael Strahan's golfing in our event, and Justin Tuck for Tunnel for Towers. There's a list of a lot of athletes. I will definitely share it with you, and people can come out and buy tickets, come to the gala, because just about all the foursomes have been sold. A lot of people. We have the whole team basically from Newsmax is coming out, and Fox 5 is covering it. I even think that Kurt Menefee is golfing in it, and it's
Oh,
a
wow.
great, yeah, really great event. And yeah, happy to share all of that. And even Brandon's event, it's a great. Polo's great. People love horses. People love the game. And a food event, which will be at Chelsea Piers, October 27th. Who doesn't want to come to that? And we have the whole um, crew from Z100 coming out, which is fun.
Oh,
They
wow.
came last year. They enjoyed it. We have some athletes coming, so that's another great
Well,
event.
there's a couple of questions for you, Em, if you don't mind. Sean Browning, one of the contributors of NY Yankee Mania, asks MJ, who are some of your favorite clients to work with?
Name, what I don't like to name names for obvious reasons. Um, I like to say that they're all my favorite clients.
Okay,
You
that's
know
a
what?
good answer.
Just because when a client, when we start working with a client, they automatically become like family. You get to know the CEO, you're promoting them, you get to know people inside and out. I mean, you're their professional mouthpiece and their storyteller, so to speak. So I can't say, but they're all
No,
my favorite. That's a good
I have
answer.
to ask you, otherwise they get all over me. Why did you ask my question?
I
So
know, I understand, but I think that's a fair answer.
now, Bob Rizzo here in the chat asks, MJ, first of all, you are, it's fantastic what you're doing, and you continue to do it. That is fantastic. But my question to you is, how do you, how do you, juggle everything all at once between your daytime, your nighttime? Now you said you have a son. How does that all fit into your plan?
You know, that's always a question that I get asked, and it's challenging. It's not easy, but you have to set. I have a lot of to-do lists, right? I have great staff that works for me, um, and I'm also trying to set boundaries and timelines. Whereas I would literally go into the office, come back, continue working, sleep for 2, 3 hours, and then work in the middle of the night. But I'm not doing that anymore. You just really have to know time constraints, and literally and this is just a small example. I had one friend send me the video. They did an interview. Please watch this interview. And then I had another friend who was
Okay.
um, looking over a business deal.
Okay.
So I had to, on my calendar, put in from 1 to 1:30, review the video, from 3 to 4. So without a calendar, I'm really being on top of it and
Hang in
staying,
there. We'll come back.
so that's how literally how I keep in top of it. Yeah.
That's great. Now you do have a really good question from Carl, but I also want to. There is one from Celia, and she says you're an incredible inspiration. Thank you, MJ. So
Aw.
that's from Celia. She's a very good contributor of our show. So I just wanted to throw that into
So
you.
I want to say, Celia, thank you. And I support many women. I help them with business plans. I help them with ideas. And I just really, Joe, I wanted to touch on that because that's a big part of who I am, giving back and trying to help others. And I'm all about females, helping other females. And it's great to see. When I started in the business, there was no female commentators really. And I love Tina Savasio. She's like
Hmm.
one of my favorites. Like she's great. And just watching, these women explode in business now, as it really should be a fair playing ground, and it's still not there yet. So thank you. Love helping.
That's awesome. Now, Carl has my daughter studied management and marketing at WVU. She is
Hmm.
now in New Jersey and has been looking for a job as internship to start a business. Any advice, MJ, that you can do for her or tell her how can she get started?
So yes, I do have advice. If Carl can, Joe, you can share my email with him, um, and then we could speak directly. And I
Okay.
might even be able to help her out with a fall internship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm happy to talk to her about the business and all of that. I studied, both management and marketing as well, so I can help her. I love
Oh,
helping. So it's all good.
that's really that's more than we bargained for. That's great,
Yeah.
MJ. You have another question here from John. John says, um, "Would you ever consider? You have a great speaking voice. Would you ever consider doing sports announcing?"
That was originally my passion to get into commentating. I, I I would love to, and I do toy around with the idea. And I've had somebody, I shouldn't say somebody. I've had more than one. So I've had a few people that have spoken to me about that. So the answer is I would consider it as long as I don't have to give up my business. But it's like another thing to add the plates. So I would have to certainly find the time. But I would love it because I'm so
You
passionate
know,
about
you know
sports.
something. It just sparked something to me. How about if you have when you have the time? How about you and I give it a try and do a Yankee play-by-play game? How would you like that? And do it right here on NY Yankee Mania.
Listen, we could definitely try something together.
That
If
would be that would be awesome.
Yeah,
That really would be great.
I think that would
And
be
that would
fun.
yeah, that would be cool. I think you'd be really good with it, and I think the fans would absolutely love it.
Uh,
And it just ties into a lot of things. We have a crew. I actually go on. There's another podcast called Ken the Ugly Truth, and he comes on, and sometimes I go on his channel and do the show, do the play-by-play. He comes on mine once in a while. It would be great to have a perspective like you. That would be
uh,
that would be a dream come true for me. So I would definitely if you can find the time, we can work out a game, and I think it'll be really cool.
yeah, I think it'd be fun. Absolutely.
Now we also is there anything else that you feel you want to get out there to the public, to the fans? Now we are going to be promoting. If you send us the stuff, MJ, we are definitely going to. I will post it. I will do my part, whatever I can, because you did your part, and so nice of you to come on and
Oh,
and tell your story. And I'm so very proud of you. We really are
Thank
here
you.
at NY Yankee Mania.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, what I will do, I definitely will share all the upcoming events. I really think that your listeners would love to be part of what we're doing. Love to have them there, and yeah,
Especially if you have a Yankee. If you
yeah.
have a Yankee, they're gonna run. They're gonna run. I'm gonna run to you. That one.
You
But
know what?
no,
There may be a poker tournament with a few of the Yankees that will be attending
yeah,
after
let us know.
the season's over. I will let you know about that for sure. And Joe,
Yeah.
you better come with no excuses.
I'm going to come with the guest that we're going to bring up now, which is
Okay.
NR Media. Nitin. Nitin is a big contributor. I guess I could say a co-host of our program, and he gets us a lot of guests. He also runs a show with Jabba Chamberlain called Jabba and the Mouth. So that's on. You could take a listen to that. So without any further ado, we're going to bring him up if it's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Thank you,
Hey,
Joe.
Nathan, how you doing?
First of all,
Welcome.
Hi, Nathan. How are you?
good. I've been listening in the backstage, the back room the whole time. First of all, MJ, shout out to you. Your story is amazing, and the way and you worked hard to get to this point. So kudos to you. Shout out to you and your
Thank you.
family, and shout out to Joe for connecting me to you because we relate in the same way when it comes to athletes, working with athletes, and doing events and. I'm glad that we are connected because I'm big into women in sports. Also, I try to promote women in sports in a big way. And MJ, you're part of that. And
Thank you.
to see your career elevate and be successful, and it's amazing. And like I said, I'm glad that we are connected. And you mentioned Tina, so shout out to Tina. By the way, she's
Well, that's my girl.
and she's one of my mentors, actually, Tina Servasio, and she does a great job with her stuff, and she's all over the place too. And yeah, shout out to her, and shout out to all the women in sports. It's amazing to see you guys get more opportunities now.
And by the way, I know that you also know Ryan Field, who
Yeah,
is a very dear friend, and he also is an ambassador for one of the charities I work for, Encourage Kids Foundation. He has been tremendous. He will be at our next one, which is in October, but he comes to the hospitals with us and he gives out teddy bears, and he always brings a camera for ABC7. So Ryan Field is their sports
yeah,
anchor there, Joe. And um, it's things like that that help build the awareness and help with the fundraising and help getting the word and mission out there. So for me, this never gets old. It's just such a joy that I can help so many organizations through PR, through my influence, right? And bring other people in, and it's great. And now working with you,
yeah. I can't wait to.
blessing, and Joe having me on is a blessing. We're going to
Oh,
go for many years. So
don't leave me out now. I want to,
I,
at least I
no,
can
it's
use
a
a cup of
blessing.
coffee. No, just kidding.
Listen, this is a team effort,
yeah,
and it's true. Um, there's no I in team, right? So it's really true, and
No,
it takes it takes
100%.
it takes.
Now,
So much.
I've got to ask you this question because I've been dying all day.
Will I marry you?
yeah,
Well, yeah, would you? Please?
yeah.
I've only waited 20 years.
Oh,
I'll be your. What do you call that? The one who reads a book.
so if you
Yeah.
ever think I would do something that crazy again,
What, to marry me? Oh, no, but my question,
yep.
how would you feel if we had lady umpires in Major League Baseball? And let's get these out of there. What do you think about it?
If somebody is knowledgeable of the game, even with coaches, people frown upon the female coaches. I think if somebody's truly knowledgeable about the game, um, why not? Like, just because they're not a man, they can't do as good of a job. I don't agree with that,
Mhm.
and not all those umpire people will say, oh, well, a female umpire never played the game, but those umpires never played the game on that level. So I think it would be great. I
I
really
think it'll
do.
be. I am so proponent for that. And listen, there's the Oakland, the old Oakland A's. They have a woman lead announcer, television announcer. The Yankees had a coach
Right.
in what, single A. She was really good. Now they're having the medics of teams, and they're all women. You see people like Meredith Marakowitz. You see Lauren Shahadi. People like this. It's
Right.
unbelievable. I know men go, oh, they're beautiful. No, they're beautiful at what they do.
Yeah.
They're beautiful at what they do.
Right.
Right away, that's the way it's got to be. And it was a shame what a lot of athletes did to the women years ago. Oh, no, they can't come in the locker room. Well, why not? Why not?
Right.
It just, oh,
I
I
know.
just want to explode.
I do think that, it is easing up and people are making those concessions and have been agreeing to having women much more involved in all areas of sports now. Hopefully it can continue. I think the one area that will be a challenge when it comes to the athletes are, and I don't want to get into this whole topic, was just when having, a man who has transitioned to a woman,
Mhm.
that really doesn't help the team because for obvious reasons. But other than that, I think that um, getting females more involved in sports is the direction that it is going into.
100%.
Like
So I love it.
like
Again,
on ESPN last week, and they had the championship flag football games on with the girls there, and then also the boys, but mainly the girls. I'm really happy that the girls are playing flag football now, and now you're getting girls flag football in high schools, like where I'm from. It's Brick Memorial High School has it in New Jersey. You have Central Regional in New Jersey to have girls flag football. So it's getting popular now with the girls flag football, which I like also.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
without a doubt. So now the meat and potatoes, your favorite teams.
Mm,
Well, of course, the Knicks, the Yankees, the Rangers,
yeah.
but I will say this: I am a New York fan. So whereas some people, when you say you're a Yankee fan, oh, how do you like the Yankees? I will, if the Yankees are out, I will certainly cheer the Mets and hope that they win because it's for New York.
Yes.
So that's how I feel. I am a little partial to the Giants, of course, but if the Jets were in it, hey, go all the way, make us proud, type of thing. I am going to be doing a lot more with the NHL this year. I have some great surprises coming up that I hope to share with everybody on our next call. Um,
Great.
but some really high level things that we're rounding third base, almost sliding into home plate.
Oh, that's great.
Slide in,
That's awesome.
yeah, which is
Well,
it's been something in the works. It's three major things, but um, all good stuff. So I love the games. Love going to any of the games, of course.
Mhm.
And what about you, Joe? Let's hear about your teams. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll say this.
my teams, as everybody knows here, are the
The Yankees.
Yankees, of course, and the Rangers, of course, which we are going to start a segment
Mhm.
with. And again, I got prominent news on that pretty soon. I'm very, very excited who we're going to bring on here. Someone that we basically all know. So I'm very excited about that, but can't let the cat out of the bag yet.
Okay.
But I'm a big Ranger fan, as you know. But I love the Los Angeles Lakers.
Mhm.
I am a big Laker fan, and I'm also a big Dallas Cowboy fan.
I just before we get to yours, again, I just want to share that I am a huge Curry fan.
Huge. Mhm.
Steph Curry. I am up in the middle of the night and I'm watching every one of his videos, whether it's on his pages or his fans posting. I am obsessed. And then I realize how obsessed I am because all I do in the middle of the night, I send them. I send them to my son, my
Wow.
friends, and
Yeah.
I'm just he is such a tremendous player. He certainly has changed the game with
Yep.
his athletic ability and his obviously his I don't even want to call it his 3-pointers, I call it 10-pointers. um, yeah, so he's great to watch, and it's fun actually seeing all these kids on the basketball court that they
Yeah.
all wearing Curry's jersey and they're all shooting from down yonder. But so I do want to say that.
Yes, I love watching Steph Curry. Also, he's like he changed the game for the NBA, and he's like the staple of the league now. And man, one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best point guards to ever play the game. And
Absolutely.
he has three championships. He's looking for more, obviously, but when he's done playing, he's gonna obviously be in my opinion, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, without a doubt.
For the
I
Warriors.
was really upset when Klay Thompson was traded because they were the Splash Brothers. They were great, but that's the business. And I think Jimmy Butler's doing a great job for them. Love watching him play.
Mhm.
I think they're a couple of players away, but that's that.
Ken in the chat asked,
Yeah.
do anything with Larry Bird?
Yeah, Larry Bird.
So I never have done anything, but I will say this: a friend of mine who's in the auction business as well as the appearance business just did a signing with him. I think in Boston it was, and said that Larry was sharing some really great stories and all of that. So I just heard his name recently. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
You have another question here from Anna. Anna asks, MJ, is it being a big fan and what you do as a CEO? Did you ever have some hard times? With men saying, "Oh, I don't want to deal with because this and that." I know I have to ask the question because I don't. I want to answer anybody's questions here for you. But did you ever had a hard time because you are a woman?
So the answer is definitely. Early on in my career, I had somebody who tried to sabotage my business and severely. And he turned around and said, "You'll never make it in this business. You're too attractive and you're a female and you don't know sports the way we do." And I said, "Okay, I'll see you on the other side as well." And yeah, you early on. Now, not really as much, just because my agency is really well known, but I'm known in the business and people have a lot of respect for me because I'm doing it for so long. So I'm past those hurdles. But yes, it does still exist because I will hear from other friends that are in the business and even people that are, high level, they still get it for sure. But I feel like that would be in many businesses, not just in sports,
Well,
But
I think you have a friend on here there, MJ. His name is Jeff, and he says, "Hey Joe, how did you get that beautiful lady to be on your podcast?"
is that Jeff, who we both know and love?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, tell him that you asked me nicely, and I would never say no to you.
Well, thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate it. But so again, now you follow the Yankees, as we know, and they're having a problematic year. Do you believe in analytics? Do you like the analytics? How do you feel about that?
Do I like the analytics ahead of it? Joe, I can't answer that question because I don't know enough.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So
I think it's really...
I'm not following as closely as I should, but so we're going to leave that for Nipkin to answer.
Well,
we've had our
conversations about analytics before, but yeah, I don't like to talk about analytics that much. But MJ, I want to ask you this because obviously you're big into basketball and you're a Knicks fan, and I know actually we've done an event with Charles Oakley before in Woodbridge, New Jersey. I think last year we had him last year. And what was it like for you being a Knicks fan and working with these players like John Starks and Charles Oakley and others? And I actually I'm connected with Marbury also, Stephon Marbury, former Knick. And just talk about this playoff run they had just now. They were close to going to the finals, but
No.
just talk about the former players coming back to the stadium and enjoying the playoff run and having them sitting on the sideline and jumping up and down and enjoying the experience. So, for you, what was it like to see that being a Knicks fan and also working with them?
You know, everything about this season brings back memories, right?
Yeah.
I was fortunate, as mentioned, that I worked with the players. I got to go to just about every home game. I even went to the playoff games on the road, and I love seeing the players come back and support the current players, and it's it's like such a great bond, I think, in general, that athletes have, especially from the same team. And I think a lot of them feel like, they missed their opportunity of winning a championship, and they were really there to encourage those players, like, you can do this, and even giving them tips about whether it's sleeping, diet, distractions. I think all the way around, it's good to have them there, and it's smart that James Dolan brought them back in to be there to support the team.
Mhm.
I love it. But so for me, it's a little. I felt, you feel a little sad because you think back to that old team and all those guys, but it's still great because I work with a lot of the players still. So just in a different capacity.
Yeah, I don't know if you know about this. It's called Lucky Sports Cards. They're doing a big event in Westchester. I forgot when, but I'll send you the thing, and you should come to that one because I think some Knicks are going to be there. Like Stephon Marbury is going to be there, and a bunch of players. So if you want to, you should
Nice
come.
to
I'll send you the flyer too. So
Were you at Fanatics Fest? They're doing a
I,
tremendous.
I was at Fanatics Fest last year, the first
Okay.
year, but we couldn't go this year. We were busy. But last year, I was able to connect with Michael Rubin and also Gary Vee and a bunch of people. Man, that was an amazing experience.
Amazing.
And now I have an in with them and connected with them. And this is amazing what they're doing.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I
Yeah.
go to the nationals with my son because he's a big collector.
Yeah.
And we went to one, it was in Chicago, went to Atlantic City. And now, because of what Mike Rubin has
Mhm.
built, and it's right here in our own backyard, being at the Javits Center, we didn't go to the nationals this year. But it's tremendous, and it's great how many players come out, and
That
Yeah.
is
really a
awesome.
lot of fun, and it's a great business. And my son has become like quite the entrepreneur, and knowing how to, make deals, when to hold something, when to sell something. So it's a fun business.
Wow, yeah, that's
Just,
awesome.
I'm kind of cringing when he's telling me, "Mom, I want to take over your business when I get older," and I'm like, "Oh, you're too smart. Go something else." Because he really has such a sharp, great mind for engineering and technology. So I'm not downplaying us publicists. I'm just saying that I'd rather see him do something. Now he's kind of on the road to being an AI engineer, and that's where he
Oh
should
wow.
be. Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I mean, he gets as smart, so I wonder where. I think she's sitting right here,
Thank
Nothing
you.
against the dad, I'm sorry. But I'm a little partial to the lady friend here. Just a little.
Of course.
So a
Thank
couple of things before, and I know your time is precious. So you'll send us some stuff that you're going to be doing.
Absolutely.
That's number one. Number two, you promise us when you can, a day where we're going to do the play-by-play together.
Absolutely. I would love that. Maybe, Joe, in September.
That would be nice.
Okay. We could shoot
That
this
sounds good.
because August
But
is
you can visit us anytime you want. It doesn't have to be play-by-play.
okay.
Anytime you have an event, you want to get it going. I mean, this goes all over the place, but we do have a good Brooklyn, a Staten Island, an and Long Island. We do have a lot of people. We're working on the Bronx, believe it or not. it's a lot of legwork, but I love every minute of it. And guys like you inspire me to keep going and move forward. Hey, I've been on for 3 months, and I can't ask for a better chat room. I can't ask for a better people that come on with me. And MJ, I really hope that you enjoyed your little stay here.
Yes, absolutely. And I thank you both.
Hey, thank you. And Joe, shout out to you for putting me to connected with her, and vice versa. MJ, you can come. I'll send you our stuff that we do. You can come there and help us out there, and then also Joe, come to the events also. And I'm gonna try and get you on, MJ. I'm gonna try and get you on our Java and the Mouse show with former Yankees Java Chamberlain. So if you want to come on that one too.
Okay, sounds good. And Nipkin, I know I owe you a bunch of stuff. And Joe, I will be emailing you the events. You could share it with your audience if people want to attend. It's open to the public, so that'd be great.
Okay, well, and like I said, anytime, and please give us kudos. You're welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
And thank you, by the way, for I haven't mentioned the name yet, but she's going to become a really nice actress. Thanks to you, is going to be coming on here, and I think the fans are going to get a big kick out of it. When I say it's not just Yankees, guys, I mean it. And believe me, between these two women, we can't go wrong. We absolutely can't go wrong.
Well, thank you. She's great. I love her.
Listen, before we end it, I have to say, I am MJ's biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are.
Nobody touches MJ. That's period.
But thank you.
I can't thank you enough. We love you, and we want you to come back.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share my story.
Thank you so much.
Making the time for me. Thank you. And please share the link with me so I can share it as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, keep up the good work and love to the family. God bless you all.
Yeah, MJ, thank you so much. Yeah, MJ, thank you so much. And like I said, amazing story. And you're such an inspiration. And I'm looking forward to working with you more. So.
Thank you. It'd be my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Wow.
All right. Then there was 2.
Joe, thank you. That was awesome.
I thought it went really well. Carl. As I wrote, please send me a note at joeyankees28@gmail.com, and I will get that information. Whatever you like for me to send to MJ, I definitely will. It's absolutely no problem. Nitin, you have a couple of minutes? We can talk Yankee baseball before we go.
I mean, there's no game on tonight. What's there to talk about? Probably.
I'm just saying. There's a lot. There's a lot of. A
lot of things come. A lot of rumors are happening out, heating up. I guess we can talk about the Diamondbacks all over the Yankees system right now. They're trying to see which is the best fit. And then Bob Nightingale said the Mariners and Yankees are the most aggressive teams for Suarez.
To each other or around baseball? What are you saying?
No, Bob Nightingale said that the Yankees and Mariners are the most aggressive teams for Suarez.
Well, let's see. What do we have? Let's see. Tonight we got. Hopefully, we can gain a little ground. The Blue Jays are going up against the Tigers tonight in Detroit. The Padres are playing the Cardinals. There was one final today, guys. The Orioles beat the Guardians 4-3. The Athletics and Houston tonight, the Mariners and the Angels, and that is your scoreboard for tonight. So it's yes, D-Train. 3 homers from Spencer Jones today. Yep. What an amazing day, and he's making it harder. He's making it harder and harder to trade him.
Should we trade him still?
No. No, we do not go anywhere near this guy. I don't care. I don't care who you want to give me. Ain't happening. I want to see the Twin Towers. I want Spencer Jones and Aaron Judge in the same lineup. Period. That's all I got to say on that note. But no, I thought it was great. MJ has done a tremendous job with everything. And like I said, she dedicates. She's very, very good with the
I sent you the
people.
link to the show. I mean, to today's episode.
Oh, and I appreciate. So everybody in the chat, just to say hello fast.
What's up, guys? What's up, SGA?
SGA, Carl, Jeff, Jake, Jonathan. Well, we got a lot of J's here tonight. Good fellows, how you doing? Evan, thank you for the kind words. Great job, guys. Thank you so much. Of course,
He
there
said,
was
MJ
Jake.
MJ said thank you.
You got it. You have Bob. You have John, and of course, Richmond Valley Pharmacy is listening and watching, along with Anna. Thanks, Anna, for the question. Good questions, guys. I can't thank you enough. Now, what I will tell you, we have no other shows planned. If the Yankees make a trade or some big news happens between now and tomorrow, we're coming on. We'll come on as soon as I get the information. So look for that. And otherwise, tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning, it's going to be coffee, bagels, omelets, French toast, pancakes, you name it. And we will have it together. I'll have my Lavazza coffee, and everybody else bring your Twinkies and everything that you want to have in the morning. So tomorrow we're going to have the 8:30 show. We go to 4 o'clock for the pregame. Then we go for Ken the Ugly Truth's channel, and he'll do the play-by-play. And then from there, we come back here for the postgame show. So we've got you covered. Jonathan, the master of information, will always keep us abreast. I will keep. Nitin is great. I am getting texts all the time. Absolutely love it. If there's a trade, you guys are going to be the first to hear it. I promise you. Thank you for joining for my 20-minute tribute to Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. Again, not to be denied, it's a very sad day in not only in the wrestling world, but in the entertainment world, guys. This guy is an icon, and he leaves a lot of open wounds in the wrestling world, and kudos, loving family and friends. So, and the fans, my hearts go out to all of you. I know I'm feeling it. I feel like a little empty heart because I grew up with this, and it saddens me so much because now he can join Macho Man and Rowdy Piper. You know, if you really think about it, the WrestleMania 1 people, except for Mr. T, are all up in heaven. So I hope they're watching and give kudos to each and every one of you. Nitin, some final thoughts before we end the stream?
Let's go Yankees. Hopefully we can start the series right tomorrow against the Phillies. But great episode with MJ Pedone. She's the best. Thank you, Joe, and let's go. Keep it up.
Thank you. All right. With that in mind, everyone, again, please press the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And we will thank you so much for each and every one of you. Not one of you will be forgotten, as you know. I have a very good memory. I still have a very good memory, and I know who's here from the start. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. Goodfella 58 is now is Charles. Oh, Charles, how you doing? Okay, thank you for letting us know. And yes, I did mention Chuck Mangione passed away also today in my opening. So very sad day, but it was a nice day. Thank you to MJ. She was the best. She's the best. Thank you to Nitin. He's the best. I can't ask for a better crew. And she's going to be working with us also. So there's a lot going. I told you guys, keep it coming. The more you help, the more I help. So thank you. God bless you all. And most importantly, kiss everybody. See how life is so precious. My God, You want to hug anybody, the grandbaby, the grandfather, the grandmother, the mother, the father, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins. Please do something. Always open your heart to everyone. You leave a grudge. You never want to do that. It's the worst thing. So God bless you all. Good night. And if we do see you, it's probably because the Yankees made a big trade.
Yep.
Good night, everyone. 8:30 in the morning. We'll see you then. And thank you, Nathan.